poor dog found alone in the forest finally walks again after a month of care. She was lying in the middle of the forest, barely breathing. Her body was weak, her fur was dirty, and she couldn't even lift her head. When rescuers arrived, she looked up at them with sad, tired eyes, as if she was begging for help. One look at her and they knew she wouldn't survive much longer on her own. The team slowly walked closer, speaking softly so they wouldn't scare her. She didn't move, but her eyes followed every step. Her legs seemed stiff, and she could hardly move her body. They gently wrapped her in a blanket and carried her to the rescue van. She didn't fight or growl, she just let out a small sigh, like she finally felt safe. On the way to the vet, no one spoke. Everyone was worried. How long had she been there? How had she survived this far? No one knew, but it was clear she had been through a lot. Her body was thin, covered in wounds, and she was shaking from weakness. When they reached the animal hospital, doctors rushed to check her condition. Tests showed that her pelvis was out of place, which made it hard for her to move her back legs. The vet said she was lucky to be alive, but warned that recovery would take time. She might never walk again if her injury didn't heal properly. Even though things looked bad, the rescuers refused to give up on her. They cleaned her wounds, gave her medicine, and made her a warm, soft bed to rest in. She was too weak to stand, so they fed her by hand, one small bite at a time. Every time they called her name, she blinked slowly, as if saying thank you. The first few days were tough. She could only lie down to eat and drink. Her muscles were stiff, and her legs didn't respond at all. But she never stopped trying. When the rescuers helped her move, she tried to push herself up, even if it was just for a few seconds. It was clear she wanted to live. After a week, things started to change. She could lift her head on her own and move her front legs a little. The doctor began gentle therapy to help her back legs regain strength. It wasn't easy. Sometimes she fell over, sometimes she whimpered in pain. But every time, she got back up and tried again. The rescuers cheered for her every small success. By the second week, she was improving fast. Her appetite returned, and she began wagging her tail whenever someone entered the room. She recognized the voices of her caretakers and even tried to follow them with her eyes. Everyone could see that her spirit was coming back. After one full month of treatment, something amazing happened. The weak, broken dog they had found lying in the forest took her first real steps. They were shaky at first, but she was walking again. The whole team clapped and laughed, and she wagged her tail proudly, as if she knew she had done something big. Soon, she was walking confidently and even trying to run. Her fur started to grow back, clean and soft. Her eyes, once full of pain, were now bright and full of life. She had fought through the hardest days and come out stronger than ever. The rescuers named her Hope, because that's exactly what she brought to everyone who met her. She showed that no matter how broken life leaves you, with love and care, you can heal. Today, Hope is healthy, happy, and full of energy. She loves attention, enjoys her meals, and greets everyone with a wagging tail. Soon, she'll be ready for adoption, where she'll finally have a family who will never let her suffer again. If this story touched your heart, give it a like or share it. You might inspire someone else to stop and help an animal like Hope and change a life forever.